Okay, question 16. Shape A is a square, shape B is a rectangle, shown below. The area of square A is equal to the area of rectangle B. So that's your key word there, is area. So I know I've got to work out the area of these two shapes. Okay, so then it says, form an equation in X and hence calculate the value of X. So I've got to form an equation and solve it. Okay, that's what that means. So we're going to solve the equation. Okay, this is the key part now. Give your answer correct to one decimal place. That tells me that I need to be using the quadratic formula. So this is a big question. Okay. So I've got to form an equation based on the areas of these two shapes. Then I'm going to solve it using the quadratic formula and say what my value of X is. Okay, right, let's start through it. So we've got shape A. It's a square, so that means the lengths are the same. So this is 7 take away 2x as well. So I've got 7 take away 2x times 7 take away 2x. This is an expanding a double bracket. It's not a case of doing 7 times 7 and 2x times 2x. That's not the case. So we've got 7 times 7, which is 49. So that's that multiplication. I also have to multiply 7 by -2, which is -14x. Same here, -14x. And then my last multiplication becomes plus 4x squared. So I simplify. I'm going to rearrange it because I don't like it in that form. So I like 4x squared, take away 28x plus 49. So that's what I get when I multiply that bracket out. So that's my area of the square. Okay, let's have a look at the rectangle. So I've just got to multiply these two things together. So I've got 2x multiplied by 5x plus 1. Okay, so 2x times 5x is my 10x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. Okay, so I've got two areas. It says they're equal to each other. Okay, so 10x squared plus 2x equals 4x squared minus 28x plus 49. What I've got to do now is make it all equal to 0. Okay, so I'm going to bring all of this over this side and make it equal to 0. I'm going to do it in one step. Okay, so I'm going to take 4x squared from each side. So I'm going to take the 4x squared from the 10x squared. I'm going to add, because it's a takeaway, 28x to each side. So I'm going to add 28x there. And I'm going to take 49. And there's nothing to take 49 away from, so we're just going to put a takeaway 49 there. Okay, so all of that is going to disappear. And what I'm left with on this side, so 10x squared take away 4x squared, 6x squared. 2x plus 28x is 30x. And I've got my takeaway 49 is now equal to 0. So now I've formed my equation. Now, it's okay if you can't get that far. If you could just do this part, you're going to get some marks. Okay? Right, now we're going to use the quadratic formula. And we like the quadratic formula because it's straightforward. So, A is 6, B is 30, C is -49. So we've got x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So let's put it in. So minus 30 plus or minus the square root. 30 squared take away 4 times 6 times -49 all divided by 2 times 6. Okay. We're going to do two roots. We're going to go one with plus and one with minus. I'm going to do it all in one go. So I'm going to use my fraction button. So we've got -30 plus the square root of 30 squared take away, and I'm going to put all this bit in brackets, 4 times 6 times -49, close my bracket, all divided by 2 times 6. So that was with the plus. So I got the answer of 1, I only want it to one decimal place, so 1.3. So x equals 1.3 on the plus root. Right, let's go back up here and now just change my plus to a minus. So let's go through all the way back to there, delete that, change it to a takeaway, press equals, press my SD button. So x equals negative 6.3. Okay, what's the actual question? It says x equals, so I've got to choose one of them. It says the area, form an equation and hence calculate the value of x. So it's the value of x on the shapes. It cannot be a negative. We've had this discussion. It must be a positive answer because it's a length. So x equals 1.3.